I can see why Vincent Company failed here at Manchester City, so I spent all the money and put everything right. Hi folks, welcome to Club 4, Episode 2 of Half Star to 5 Star here on Football Manager 24.5. I'm Russ. Today we have two vital Champions League games for you. First one is home to AEK Athens, and then we are also home to Benfica. Sandwiched in between that will be an FA Cup game against Luton. We won't show you that, we'll just let you know the result because it's the FA Cup, it's Luton, and I want to qualify for the Champions League. We're not qualified there just yet, so winning these two games would guarantee our places there. So, since you guys were last with us, we will have a look at the games first. You saw our first game in charge against Middlesbrough, where we beat them 2-1. We then beat Leicester 2-1, Brentford 2-1. Lost two games that I felt we should have won. We lost 1-0 to Bournemouth and then 2-1 to Brighton. We then absolutely hammered Sunderland 5-0 in the Premier League. We only beat Wimbledon 1-0 in the FA Cup. We rotated, we were away. There's no excuses, we should have beat them by more, but we're through to the fourth round, that's all that matters. We then beat Villa 2-0. We lost 3-1 to Liverpool. Top of the table Liverpool. A little bit disappointed in that, but I mean, I can't grumble too much. They are top of the table. And then in the most recent game, we beat Spurs 2-0 to see us into 6th place in the table. 44 points on the board. We're 11 points behind Liverpool at top of the table. 5 points behind Spurs. And we're only 3 points off of Chelsea in 4th spot there. More importantly, we are now 5 points clear of Brighton, who are in 8th. And it looks like Middlesbrough have slipped off the pace as well. So it is going to be between us 7 trying to compete for these top 7 places there. I did say in the intro that I spent the money. The reason I spent the money is because I realised there's not a lot of squad depth here. So we've added squad depth there. We've added a little bit more depth here, and we've added depth into the defensive midfield position. So let's have a look at who we have brought in. The first one joining us, costing us £75 million from Villarreal, is Ricard Barranco. He's a 22-year-old Spanish world-class player. He's an elite centre-back at 22, so spending the money there was very, very wise. Plays defensive midfielder as well as a defence, so I'm really happy with that deal. Sorting our defence out there. We then spent £85 million on 30-year-old Kefren Theorem. We needed midfielders, especially defensive midfielders, and he was the best option that was available to us. £85 million he comes in. 28 caps for France, 3 goals there. He was at Barcelona, and they lost £1 million on him selling him to us. We then raided Middlesbrough for a right back, Rafael Pugliese. He's not better than Rico Lewis, but I needed the right back and he wasn't happy there, so we've brought him in. Spent £40.5 million on him, so Middlesbrough have made a tidy £30 million profit on him. Happy to have the boy in. And the last player joining us is Hernan Perez. I scouted him for Middlesbrough, we couldn't get him in, now he's here. At Man City, we have paid River Plate £8.5 million for him. And then look at the value's gone up a little bit there. 2.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential. Can also play right and left back, but predominantly brought him in to shore up the defence, make us a little bit more solid there. We have also moved some players on. So, leaving the club, Oscar Bob's gone to Porto. He's gone out on loan. Kenny Power's gone. Brandon Mitchell's gone, and so is Batata. All out on loan. Brought a little bit of money in, and we still got Spenzies. Still got £85 million to spend. We're over the wage budget, so we might need to sort that out before we bring any players in. But if I'm totally honest, I don't think we need anyone now. Striker, we've got Haaland, we've got Foden, we've got Schumacher who can play there too. Defence midfield, like I said, we've sorted that out, so he doesn't have to pay there too much. We suggest everything. And we brought some players back from loan, so we got Adam Wharton and Alex Scott. They've come back to us from their loan deals. We needed them. Why they're out on loan, is anyone's guess. They're back in the side now, back into the Champions League, and we will hopefully see ourselves qualify. So let's jump into this, get into the AEK Athens game, and beat them. Theorem, he was out injured, he's just coming back to the side now. So when was the last game he actually played for us? Must have been the only game he has played is that one. So yeah, going to be Real little bit of a test for him there. So the team we're putting out there for the first game is Brits in goal. A back four, Colville, Perez, Vitek and Pugliese. Wharton and Theorem in the defensive midfield positions. Doku, Ordaz and Griffiths supporting Schumacher up front. We have rotated for this game just a little bit. If I say just a little bit, it's pretty much the whole side that has been rotated there. Because I want to keep them fresh for the Benfica game. And we got the FA Cup as well, so this team might go out for the FA Cup game. We stressed the player out there. Unwillingly stressed the player out, but it doesn't really matter. Here we go then, boys and girls. My first game in the Champions League of this series. So let's hope it is going to be a big win for Man City. And it is a free kick to us. 8 minutes on the clock. Wharton's over it. Oh, I think the keeper's got a hand to that one. We've got a corner. It said at the bottom that he deserved a goal. Maybe he did, but a corner's just as good. Griffiths puts it in. Headed straight into the goalkeeper from, I think it was Vitek with the header there. Wasn't quite sure. It was the white against the grey at the back there. It sort of blended in. I didn't really see what it was. Pugliese's, I think this is his debut for us. I will check that in a bit, but he's definitely his debut on camera for Man City. We've seen him when we were at Middlesbrough. Colville then, at the left-hand side, goes into Theorem. What can he do with it? Darts in, touches it into Griffiths, who can't get the shot on target. Hits the crossbar, goes over. We've shown some good attacking intent in these first 20 minutes. 5 shots, 3 of those on target. An XG of 0.78 now, registering a 6th shot. Just need to find the breakthrough and get it into the back of the net. Maybe Haaland coming on at half-time might be that. Unless Schumacher is going to do something now. It's Wharton with a free kick though. Is he going to whip it around the wall? He does. Hits the post. Athens get it clear. We've got another corner here. He's getting closer. He is getting closer. He's going to get one eventually. In it comes at the back post for Vitek. Over the bar. He's no Phillips, is he? He's no Ashley Phillips. He's no Bashir Humphreys. But he'll get one eventually. They always do. They always do get one. XG of 1.37, 1.55. So we are expecting a goal at some point. Griffiths in with a corner. And that's another header over the bar. Can't seem to get our range on goal at the moment. Half time is approaching. It's now. I'm not going to take anyone off. I'm going to give Sven Schumacher 15, 20 minutes and then we'll take him off. Same with Griffiths. Both of them not performing how I'd like them to perform. I don't actually know who's going to come on for Griffiths if I'm totally honest, but we'll work something out. We always do. Griffiths now on a 6.3, so maybe now's the time to take him off. And bring on Mr. Haaland. We got Savio, but Savio's looking tired. Foden. Yeah, let's bring Foden on. Foden can go there. Go with that. Half an hour. Can we find a goal? It is Foden with a corner. It's been cleared. Doku picks it up. I thought he played it into the box. He hasn't. He's hit the Athens player. He's fallen for Wharton, who's gone to Pugliese. Has to turn, finds Wharton. Find the space, boys. There we go. Colville, left-hand side. Controls it nicely. Puts it in. There's Haaland. Again, can't find the target. Heads it just wide of the post. We're on an XG of 0.26 now, boys. Come on. Are we about to get FM'd? Because that's normally what happens when you dominate a game like this. Have a scintillating performance. Pugliese then into Wharton. Get it up the pitch. Ordaz. Foden's broke free, hasn't he? He's cut in now. Let Ordaz run on. He's gone into... Oh, one of you. All it took was one of them to get the ball. Doku then with the shot from range. Flies past the post. Keeper was scrambling for that one. I don't understand why our players ran away from the ball either. Confused me. Like, we passed it there and then they just disappeared. Absolutely ghosted it like it was an ex-girlfriend. Pugliese then into Ordaz. Wharton. Find Haaland. He doesn't. Now we find Haaland. Shot hits the defender. Doku's got it. Goes to the edge of the box instead of puts it into the mixer. But Haaland has slammed it home. There is a VAR check. What are we checking for? Offside. I don't think he was offside. I don't think he was offside. Yeah, the arms go up. Boom. First goal of the Champions League for us. Erling Haaland. Was it going to be anyone else? Foden then. Puts in this corner. Haaland again. The machine. The monster. Man City 2. Athens 0. That's all we needed, wasn't it? We needed those substitutions. Haaland's going to go on for a hat-trick and then we'll take him off. We're not going to take him off, we're going to keep him on. Vitek goes back to Brits, gives it to Perez. Perez having a good debut for us as well. Colville into Doku. Goes back. Now we're working it through the centre. Theorem into Doku. What's Doku going to do with it? He's going to control it nicely. Low Athens in the false sense security and then play it backwards. Ferran puts it forward. There's Haaland. Stays on side. He does stay on side. There we go. I said he was going to get a hat-trick, didn't I? Haaland 3. Athens 0. Let's make those substitutions then. We will change. Who are we going to change then? Russ? I don't want to bring Ruben Diaz on. Let's bring Gatan Sop on for Ordaz, because Ordaz is aggressive for whatever reason. Let's take a look at changing the left back. So Vardial can come on for Colville. And then Alex Scott can come on for... You can come on for Wharton. There you go. All 5 substitutions made. 17 minutes to go. We can just sit back and relax now. 27 shots, 13 on target, 3 goals from Haaland. Was it going to come from Schumacher? Doubt it. Highly doubt it, but we brought the main man on and he's been the difference maker here. Foden's done well coming on too. He's on a 7.1 rating. Doku's on an 8. 8.1 for Theorem as well. He was on a fitness test, but he's done so well. We're not going to take him off. Here's Foden. Sop. Oh, he hits the post. I want to call him Monty Sop for wrestling reasons, but it's not, is it? It's Gatan Sop. Thundered that ball off the crossbar. 4 minutes of time added on at the end of this game. Just going to see it through, aren't we? We do. Comfortable 3-0 win in the space of what? 6 minutes? 6 minutes of Haaland coming on. Destroyed Athens. That puts us into 6th. So one more win will definitely confirm us in this group here. But then there are teams that got to play that below us. So Juventus, Leipzig, Spurs, Celta Vigo, PSV. Let's find out what happens, I guess. Well, we'll come back after the Luton game, let you know how we got on before we go on and play Benfica. So the Luton game was a comfortable 3-0 victory for us. We did lose Kevin Griffiths to injury though, not long after he scored his goal. But he's only going to be out for 5 to 7 days, so it's not going to affect us too much. If we have a look at the Champions League as well, this game against Benfica, all we need to do is win really. As long as Tottenham don't get more goals than what we score, or we better Chelsea's, and Chelsea, but if Chelsea lose, we're going to be overtaking them, so that wouldn't really matter. But yeah, we're aiming just to win by quite a few goals to ensure that Tottenham don't catch us up. I think that's how it works in this Champions League phase. Not really up with the rules of Champions League qualification side of things, but we are playing Benfica, who are trying to get into this group here to get to the playoffs, so it's going to be a tough game. We should be able to beat them though. And we've been drawn against Sheffield Wednesday in the 5th round of the FA Cup, so our route to the final could be quite easy. So look who's left in it. Arsenal still there, Spurs, Liverpool, and us. I guess we're the big 5 that would be expected. Middlesbrough still in there too, so Chelsea as well. Still some big teams. Man United's not in there, so yeah, quite close to the Benfica game now though. A couple more continues and we should be there. So the team then for said Benfica game is Van der Voort in goal, Luis, Barranco, Diaz and Pugliese making up the back 4, Theorem and Gavi in the defensive midfield positions, Doku, Scott and Kulusevski supporting superstar Haaland up front. We said it before, we just need to win. Win, we qualify, and obviously we need to better whatever result Tottenham are doing. So let's click that, let's click kickoff, let's get the boys out there at the Etihad. Let's go around the grounds because we are looking at Spurs who are at home to Galatasaray. So we just need to get an early goal here. It's gone into Gavi, who's chipped that ball forward, trying to find Haaland. He does reverse pass. Theorem hits the post. Kulusevski tucks it away. Early goal. First blood, Manchester City. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. And that should move us quite high up into the Into those playoff positions now. I'd say playoff positions, those qualifying positions. Kulusevski's been dispossessed but picks up the ball again. Goes back to Gavi. Ruben Diaz. Staying with his right hand side. Scott into Haaland. Is there a VAR check? The referee's got his finger in his ear. What is that little man telling you? Arms are up. So it's 2-0 to the good. Up to third now. And are we going to get a third here? Oh, we don't. Haaland hits the post. Benfica take an age to get the ball clear. Pugliese lets it go out for a throw-in. We don't really need any more highlights. Can we just leave it like this, please, boys? Chelsea are dropping down because they're not playing. And that's what we need to be wary of now. Because they're the only team that can viably catch us. If we go back to the league table, Tottenham have dropped out of it as well, which is... They're not going to like that. It's better for us, though. Lewis then into Doku. Thuram. Reverse pass. Doku into Haaland, whose header hits the crossbar. Underside of the crossbar as well, but doesn't fall down into the net. Just comes back at him. We've given away a free kick there, but the highlight does come for an end. What has happened here, then? Inter's gone up into the playoff spots. Because Galatasaray have beaten Spurs. That's why. And the Spurs have dropped right down. Oh, this is interesting because if we sit there and Spurs are there, we've definitely qualified for winning this game. Let's just say that to the boys. We'll make a couple of changes in a little bit, but yeah, we've qualified. We're into the... We missed the playoff stage. We go straight into the round of 16, which is brilliant stuff. I don't actually know when the last time Man City won the Champions League were. Once this highlight comes to an end, we will make a couple of substitutions. Maybe not a couple, make 3 substitutions. Benfica trying to play the ball round the back. Didn't really work. Gavi into Kulusevski. Does a nice little step over there. Cuts into the centre. Into Thuram, who does well. Lets the ball run through his legs. It fell to Doku. Lets it go to Lewis. Lewis chips it in. Kulusevski's there with the header over the bar. Trying to get the third goal. Let's make those substitutions. Like I said, 3 are going to be done. So it's going to be Gavi. Gavi's going to be one coming off. Vorton can come on for him. I think we'll bring on Ordaz for Thuram. He can swap with Scott because Scott can play defensive midfield position. And let's change the right back. Let's not change the right back because... Oh, we can do actually. We will bring on Colville. Because then we can swap Lewis and Colville around. There we go. Just under 25 minutes left to go in this match. Comfortable win. Round the ground. Spurs are equalising now, so they're still good for us. Just hope it stays that way. Let's make those final changes then. Let's take off Haaland. Let's bring on Takahashi. And then Kulusevski can come off and Savio can come on for him. Confirm. Keep it like this. Keep it nice and tight. I just want Galatasaray to get one more goal. It's 2-2 in that game. Corner to us though. Savio's going to put this one in. Back post. Colville's headers over the bar. I don't think we're going to get a third. I think we're going to stay at 2. And that doesn't bother me. As long as you don't concede here. Oh, you're giving away a penalty, I think. I think it was Diaz that pushed him. Van der Voort has saved penalties before. Can he save this one? Oh, he does as well. That was such an awkward penalty as well. Fantastic save, but what was the penalty taker doing? Diaz has got that ball clear. It was bizarre, so bizarre that penalty. It looked like he sort of like put some spin on it, and the keeper sort of dived, and then I don't know, in like a seated position, pushed it out for a corner. I don't think that would happen in real life. It's only in Foot Manager you see something like that. But we have picked up 6 massive points in this game, in this episode. Got ourselves into the 4th round of the FA Cup, and I'm pretty sure we're in the we're into the round of 16. We are. Spot on, that's what we want. And we miss a huge section of games, and we can rest some players in midweek, which would be handy because we want to go deep in the FA Cup, we want to go deep in the Champions League, don't we? So I think what we do is we come back for the second leg of the round of 16, wherever that falls in March, and whatever game is after that. I'm thinking it's going to be against Arsenal, maybe. Arsenal, and then whatever Champions League game comes after that. So if you guys have enjoyed that, big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And as always, folks, thank you very much for watching.